early in the morning, depending on where you're at. But I thought I'd make an episode of Crafting with Cats because I am trying to make pot holders for an upcoming craft show this weekend. And Molly thinks that it is snuggle time and she is mad that I insist on moving. Case in point. uh, Life with furry things, especially attitudinated kitty cats. And she is one of the most attitudinated ones I've ever known. So yeah, just here. This colorway is called creamsicle. Uh, Tell me, do you get creamsicle vibes or candy corn vibes from this? Because I'm getting candy corn vibes. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Could be just the fact that we're a little bit more than a week away from Halloween and that's where my brain is. I don't know. I do not know. What I know is I've missed two appointments in the last week. One was with my therapist on Thursday for my EMDR, and the other one was with my cardiologist to go get labs drawn today. So, yay. That's the joy of having a brain injury, I guess, because I didn't have these problems near as bad before. Although it is getting better slowly. It's just still kind of annoying because the brain is not doing the brain job. And that's remembering the things. Now, important stuff like going to the therapist and getting your labs drawn. But, oh well. Of course, I've got so many freaking moving parts to my world right now. It's sometimes I don't know whether I should wind my butt or scratch my watch. Add to that the memory issues, and yeah, there's gonna be lost appointments. It's gonna happen. I'm not thrilled by it, but well, two neurodivergent people live in this household, so can I pet the cat? Sure, I can. She likes it when I pet her. Oh. And of course, when I'm doing my crafts, she is almost always involved because she likes to be involved in everything Mommy does when Mommy is home. I don't know how many of you know Molly's story, but she came to me and my husband with her litter mate, Doodles, when they were 3 weeks old. That was in 2018. She was a very sick little thing. It's not squalor, it's disorganization. And since both my husband is deeply ADHD, I am autistic, ADD, and dyslexic. And we both have deep struggles with being organized. And yeah, looks like a mess. And it was quasi-organized at one point. However, I almost died back in April, and things have slid out of, well, things have slid into chaos between then and now. A lot because I am very limited in what I can do right now. It's a lot better than it was, but it is still not as good as I want it to be. Right now, I'm celebrating the fact that I can still crochet, and I have a craft fair coming up this weekend that that the mobile home community that I live in. Yeah, I live in a trailer park. Want to make something of it? It's like, yes, I do live in a trailer park. I don't care what you think about that. This is my house. I own this house. Is it brick and mortar with a classic foundation? No, it's not. My husband and I just had a fabulous new porch added to the front of the house, and it is both safe and correct. And that was exactly what I wanted. My sisters were awesome enough to make that happen for me. If you have been around long enough to have seen the videos that I put out in March about the original porch, friend, don't talk to me about sin. For real. Because one, I am not Christian, and don't pull shit on me about that, because this is a place to not judge each other. This is a judgment free zone, so if you're gonna play judgy, you're gonna go bye bye. And that's just how it is. Well, that's grand. I don't mind people saying prayers for me. It's like my body has a long way to go yet before I'm back to being anywhere close to right. I can't work right now. I miss my job. I miss getting to see my client. Um, I'm only seeing him very rarely right now, and I miss him, and I know he misses me. But right now, I am trying to take care of myself. Thankfully, my husband has found work, and he is starting his job tomorrow. So at least somebody in this household is employed. And I'm trying to make money the way that I can, which is by selling my goodies. I mean, I'm wearing this bullshit. I'm sorry, Sentry. I don't understand the question. Could you please rephrase? Uh, well, Molly done fucked off. Oh well, she'll come back. She always comes back. But yeah, her and Doodles were 3 weeks old when they came to us in 2018. The original plan was to foster them until they were healthy enough to go to the shelter and find wonderful, happy homes. Yeah, I don't believe in the Christian Christ and all of that. I am pagan, and um, That's as far as I'm going to go into that. Um, yeah. I mean, I participate in prayer just like you do. It's just the way I pray looks different. I do believe in the divine, and I am still here because the divine cared enough about me to make sure that my husband noticed what was going on with me the day that I almost died and came home to check on me when he did. If he had not, I would not be here. If he had not come home after he had only been at work for less than 3 hours, he went to work he was supposed to be at work at 6 a.m. that morning. He wasn't supposed to get off until 2 p.m. I was in diabetic ketoacidosis, which is diabetic crisis for having high blood sugar. Um, I started having that problem probably 6:30, 7 o'clock that morning. So if my husband had not come home to check on me when he did, I would not be here. I was pretty close to dead when he got here. It took the paramedics over an hour to get me stable enough to transport. They were here by 9:15 in the morning, and they did not have me loaded up in the ambulance until 10:20. It takes less than 10 minutes to get you loaded up and on the ambulance. So the only thing that could have taken that long was they were trying to get me stable enough to drive from here to the hospital, which is less than 10 minutes. So yeah, the divine inspired my husband to come home and check on me. Call it angelic intervention if you want to, call it the spirits of my ancestors, whatever you want to call it. Moved him to come check on me. Because if he hadn't, your girl wouldn't be here. No, don't get it twisted. I am not afraid to go home. I know what home is like. I've gotten glimpses of it in the past because this is only the most recent near death experience that I've had. So I know what waits for us beyond. And I'm not afraid of it. I'm just not ready to go just yet. And my husband accepts my belief system. he also accepts the fact that Christianity does not work for me. I grew up in the church. I was raised in the church, but it does not work for me. If it works for you, that's fabulous. I don't have a problem with that. Like, I absolutely don't have a problem with that. If Christianity works for you, fabulous. More power to you. I still participate in Christmas. My mom and my siblings are still Christian. So I participate in their Christmas celebration. And then I have my winter solstice celebration with my pagan friends. Pardon me, I'm trying to count. Okay, I need one more row. Well, and that's great that that brings you comfort. Because that is actually the point of religion. Um, my path is more about spirituality. Spirituality is that connection between you and the divine. In your case, that being God, in the Christian God. And I have no problem with that. That works for you? That's fabulous. That brings you comfort. That's what religion is for. My path is more about the connection rather than the rituals, which that's what religion is the rituals surrounding the connection. It's not the connection, it's the rituals that you use to get the connection. The path that I follow, technically, this could be considered a form of prayer if I was putting thought and intention behind it. Right now, my only intention is to make something that I can earn money from. But if I was making this for a friend or family, I would be focusing on how much I love them. If I was making a blanket, I would focus on my intent to create that to protect them from the cold, protect them from the weather. It's actually a very ancient concept. It's been around since people peopled. But no, the whole point of this space is so that folks can feel like they can come here and talk about the stuff that society doesn't allow us to talk about. One of those things being Right now, I am living with multiple chronic conditions. Most of them should resolve over time. But that doesn't mean that they necessarily will. Um, I have a lot of dietary issues, food sensitivities, and also I have issues with food textures. It's a sensory processing issue related to food. It's something that I've always struggled with. It's not quite as severe as ARFID. Um, and for the curious, that is ARFID. It's an acronym for a very extreme eating disorder. People usually are autistic people who experience ARFID. They will only eat a handful of different types of foods. Most of them are highly processed. The reason for that is highly processed foods are a more consistent texture, and a lot of the issues with ARFID is food textures and inconsistent food textures. Well, inconsistencies in anything really. Um, I just started taking a multivitamin that's designed for people uh, who experience ARFID, who have issues with different food textures, who have issues with um, well, basically who have issues with things like uh, taking a multivitamin that comes in pill form, who have issues with eating vegetables and fruits that they have an inconsistent texture. I mean, let's just blueberries. You don't know if that blueberry is going to be sweet, if it's going to be sour, or if it's going to be plump and firm. You don't know. It varies from blueberry to blueberry, and there's no real way to know what that blueberry is going to taste like. And then there's the evil blueberry that most uh, people who have food texture issues really hate, and that's the mushy blueberry. Yeah, that's gross. Um, I don't have severe issues with food textures to the point where my diet is so limited that I'm not getting the nutrition I need from that. But um, the food sensitivities that I have um, limit my diet. So I do need to take vitamins. I do need to use supplements and things like that to compensate for the fact that I'm not getting uh, all of my nutrition from my food because I can't because I can't have um, any type of pepper. That's bell peppers, hot peppers, even the spices white and black pepper. I can't have that. It will break me out. I will break out in eczema, and that is very itchy and very uncomfortable. And I mean, I don't know about you. I don't really like spending my life chugging Benadryl, so I just don't eat the things that make me itch. But yeah, any type of pepper, Um, I have issues with everything in the onion family as well. That's onions, green onions, leeks, any of that stuff. I can't have it. It will cause me to rash out and be very itchy. And also the plant family that has garlic. I can't do that. And if I do, I better be prepared to Benadryl up and take a nap. um, because that's how it's going to be for me. I mean, I used to have issues with the entire nightshade family. That's tomatoes, potatoes, peppers, all of that. But the joy of being female and having attempted to have children, pregnancy changes your biology enough that it will sometimes reset uh, certain food sensitivities. And so my last uh, miscarriage, that pregnancy reset my ability to have. If I could walk a mile a day, uh, I have uh, some major um, physical disabilities that I've had for over 20 years now that limit what I can do physically. I can't walk very far at a time. I can't stand very long at a time. It limits my ability to lift. It limits everything. I mean, I doing laundry because I can't get the laundry in and out of the washer. I can't get the laundry to and from wherever it's collected at. Best I could do before I almost died was around the loop of my end of the trailer park. Um, but that's approximately a city block. Now, getting to the end of the street is a challenge. A major challenge. I mean, today I went to the grocery store and it took everything I had to walk from the front of the store to the back of the store and back. I didn't even uh, walk up and down any aisles. I walked straight from the front of the store to the back corner where what I was there for was, and then right straight back to the front to the cash registers. It ate my lunch. What I mean is it used up every bit of energy that I had. Like I haven't been able to do any more of my homework since I got back from the grocery store because it used up all of my ability to think, all of my ability to process information in the way that I have to be able to write the paper that I need to write. Uh, oh, my husband's awake. That's gonna be a fun challenge for him later. Are you going back to sleep, babe? Oh, yay. Uh, And I wish that could happen too. Unfortunately, it can't. My physical disabilities that I've had for the last 20 years, um, well, 2003, mean that I cannot ever be fully healthy again. I mean, there is the possibility that I could beat the diabetes, um, but my body would have to recover a lot more than it currently is. Um, well, the reason why, pardon me, the reason why I am wearing the gizmo is maybe I'm blocking the speaker. Enjoy my ceiling for a second. Okay, let's try that. It's possible I was blocking the microphone. Yeah, that was what the problem was. I was blocking the microphone with my phone stand. Um, but no, I wish that I could be fully physically healthy again, but that's not in the cards. It's just not something that's going to happen. I've done countless hours of physical therapy, and right now where I'm at is as good as it's going to get, at least for now. For me to be able to do much more, my heart has to fully heal, my kidneys have to fully heal, and uh, my kidneys have healed to the point where I don't need dialysis anymore. Thank goodness for that, because that was an obnoxious little adventure. I had to go every other day. Well, there's only so much physical therapy can do. Um, and I've hit that limit right now. Actually, Let us consult the calendar. Almighty calendar. All-knowing calendar. Keeper of the wisdom and the dates. When is that stupid nuclear medicine thing? Yeah, I'm supposed to go have this nuclear medicine stress test thing to do more checking on my heart function. When? When is that going to be? November 24th. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, that works with a lot of things, but at this point, it's pretty much. Basically, they're checking what my heart does under stress. I told them that I didn't need the blood pressure meds, and I was right, because it's pushing my blood pressure down. Yesterday, and EKG or ECG, it just depends on where you're at and what acronym they like to use for it. Electrocardiogram. um, they will use that when you're doing a stress test. They will also use that to do a resting EKG, so that they're looking at what your heart is doing when you're not putting it under any kind of stress. And I've had several resting EKGs. Those are boring as crap, but you don't have to hold still for that long, like uh, 30 seconds to a minute. It's not that horrible. I am very boredom intolerant, though. Oh, boredom intolerant. Yeah. Hence the reason why I crochet. um, I also crochet as a STEM, self-stimulatory behavior, self-soothing behavior. So I will pick it up when I'm anxious. Right now, I'm not anxious. I'm just needing to get shit done. But yeah, I wish I could do the laundry unassisted. I wish I could do dishes unassisted. I wish I could clean my house properly. But no. Well, the reason why I taught myself how to crochet was so that I would have something to do. Because I needed more. Trying to think of the right words. Um, yeah, stimulus is one, but it's how you get through living with a chronic condition like my physical disabilities that I have. Um, it's really easy to focus on all of the things that you've lost. What that condition has taken away from you. It's really, really easy to bury yourself in that. The problem with that is that breeds a lot of anger and a lot of resentment. And yes, I have adventured down anger and resentment land. I have taken that path before. It's pretty natural when you've experienced an accident that takes so much from you. At one point, when I was going through the original part of this in 2003, when my physical disability manifested, it was from an accident that caused two of the two discs at the very base of my spine to fully herniate. Because of that, I went from being a normal 25-year-old who could do everything that a 25-year-old is supposed to be able to do to struggling to walk across the room, to not being able to sleep lying down, to only being able to exist sitting like this with my with my bad side, the foot on that side propped up. I spent an entire month and a half like that. Well, no. Yeah, a month and a half like that. That's how I slept. That's how I sat. That's how I ate. Like this. For a month and a half. I only got up to go to the bathroom, which that was a fucking struggle. When the neurosurgeon got in to try to resolve the pain that I was in, the spinal surgery I had was not to restore function. It wasn't to restore function or anything like that. It was to try to resolve some of the horrific pain I was in. Um, I had a nurse recently describe the pain scale like this. Oh yeah, that is really that's a tough thing to deal with. Hey baby, you coming out here?
Planning on it.
Do I need to move?
I would kind of like to use one chair, yes, please.
Okie dokie. Give me just a second.
Or you want a YouTube or something?
Yeah, I'm doing a live. Yeah, that's a little bit different from what I deal with. What I deal with is chronic nerve pain that absolutely fucking limits what I can do.
Another box of grape nuts.
Hey, don't dunk on my grape nuts, boo. Grape nuts are vital roughage. Pardon me, I have to change my station because my husband would like his spot. Ah, yes. Joyful blood pressure cuff. Also, equally joyful, move, Jane. Move. Blood pressure log. I mean, I can't get extremely butthurt about the blood pressure log or the joyful heart monitor. And its equally joyful friend that has to stay 30 feet from the joyful bullshit. Oh, God. Oh. Please hold while I move my crap. Oh. I'm hung up. What the fuck am I hung up on? I should be hung up on nothing. Apparently I'm hung up on everything. Okay. And now I'm throwing my friends across the room. Ugh. Move, Janie. Oh, hello, Jane. Move. Oh, and now we know where Molly went. Hi, Molly. You're gonna move. Oh, yes, you are terribly cute. You are. Extremely cute. Oh, extremely cute feline. You are in my spot. Move thyself. Thank you for bearing with me. Yeah, that what that is on my chest is a heart monitor. They're using that to remotely monitor my cardiac function to see if I need medication to control AFib, which I was having issues with while I was in the hospital and for months after. Yeah, that's basically they're making sure that my heart is functioning normally. Well, what is it bitching about? Okay. It's not being cranky about anything. But yeah, I can use it if I'm having issues. I can tell them if I fainted, if I'm dizzy, if I'm having chest pain, if I get lightheaded or I feel like my heart skipped a beat, I get short of breath or my heart starts racing. I can also tell them when I've taken medication so that any changes in my cardiac function, they can know what that's related to. And then it'll ask me what I was doing, what my activity level was, if I was just resting, or if I was doing something that was light, moderate, extremely exertive, things like that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Mildly annoying because, again, I have sensory issues, and the having a foreign object stuck to my body is not something that is a fun experience for me. And I am also allergic to most types of medical glue. Yeah, my mom's dad would have still been here if they'd had a lot of the things that they have now. Actually, my paternal grandfather would have still been here with some of the therapies that they've got for prostate cancer now. But he had his prostate cancer in the early 1980s, and cancer medicine and cancer research were not really that advanced at the time. That they were better than nothing, but certainly not as good as what they've got now. But yeah, Miss Molly, she was a sick little thing when she came to us. She had feline conjunctivitis, which in an older animal would not have been a big problem. But in a 3-week-old kitten, 3-week-old animal is like a newborn human. They rely on mom for their immune system up until they're weaned, up until they're old enough to wean, which is usually approximately 4 weeks. That's when they normally start weaning. Yeah. So a 3-week-old kitten having feline conjunctivitis, if they hadn't come to us when they did, she would have died. She almost did die anyway. But that's the reason why I use her for a lot of my videos is she is a tough little chick. My mom thinks that she was the runt of her litter because she had so many health problems when she was a tiny thing. But that was 2018, and we're now 7 years later. And she's still alive, still kicking. She almost never gets sick now. So she outgrew all that horrible stuff. Her brother, her litter mate, he never needed more than just groceries, time, and love. But her, I had to clean her face. I had to give her medicine every time that I would feed them, which was every 3 hours. Her face got clean. She got medicine in her eyes. She took an oral medication. So I had to mess with her a lot. Which is why she tends to be around me most of the time when I'm home. If she's not right there with me, she's somewhere nearby. Yeah, we've got 3. Her her brother, and then an older cat that currently lives with my mom. His name is Lucifer. My husband liked the name because it is the nickname. It's the Old West nickname for Match. And yes, that nickname does come from where you think it does. Oh, speaking of doodles. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Hi, Doodle. Come here, Bubba. Come here. Oh, it's the Doodle Booty. How about we show these people your handsome little mug? Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here, you silly thing. Yeah, he's quite the chunk of a cat. He weighs probably about 20 pounds. All three of our cats are part Maine Coon. Yes, he's a handsome man. He's also very spoiled. Yes. Oh, what some people call spoiled, I call well loved. Oh, apparently I'm done crocheting for right now. Because I made the mistake of picking him up. Oh. He likes his pets aggressive. He likes the aggressive petters. Something that both him and Molly learned from my first service dog is when they get really happy, they won't purr, they'll grunt. Oh, what kind of cat is it? Is it Siamese or something like that? Oh. That's close enough. This guy, he's Maine Coon mixed with American Shorthair. And he's a handsome little devil, and he knows it. He is. You are, aren't you? You funny man. Yeah, he's never known a bad day in his world since he came into our household. There's never been a bad day in your world, has there, Papa? Yeah. Not since you met the food mama and the furry mama. Yeah.
Security chief and new arrivals. We'll use you sooner, but welcome just the same.
Bounce the baby.
Command center. Injured, but intact.
Oh, and I'm going to trim your claws later.
You've got eyes. Look, we need to get
Because he was just doing love paws on my arms, and that was an ouch. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I'm probably going to wind this up here. because I need to go to bed too. So I'm going to wish all y'all a good night, good morning, or good afternoon, depending on what it is for you. And Doodles wishes you a happy time. And as always, you are amazing. You are awesome. And you are perfect just as you are. And the one task I have for you is to go out and make somebody else's life a little bit better than what it was before you happened. Just like Doodles and Molly made my life better just by being. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.